U jona b'dwarfism. Għana jgħidlek għala huwa. Wasat l-ura d-dar. Ajma, vera namlu, nishtiq li ma nsifirx daqsek tammu. Għax sajjiet.
Sifirx daqsek għala.
Oh my god, man, what a first world problem.
Oh, ejja. Imma għax, per eżempju, il-bira ħat peċi, just nibqa d-dar.
Sabiħ li tibqa d-dar, imma għeja, jinti ġiġ tgħid li jekk tieni ċans li nsifer, fucking ħansifer.
As someone who spends a lot of time at home, it gets boring after a while.
Iva, ma sifirt.
It's fun because you have been abroad.
Not to brag, imma sifirt, naf li saħt nseba fucking bragging, imma sifirt 12 il-darba. This sena alone.
Issa next time, fil-ħajn x'nagħmlu.
Imma sen you've got tournaments.
Jekk nax il-darba ħafna.
How many times have you gone abroad not for a
For a
tournament?
vacation, twice.
Twice, is that? Which is still a lot. Imma
Imma,
meta ta' tmur għal-tournament mbagħad, you still kind of take it as a holiday.
insomma, ta' slipi, jina s-sibtu l-ħattu ma' tournament u jina Friday u Monday nasallura d-dar.
Ma ta' minx jumej ġviri u tejġurnata nqodd id-dur
Kif l-flus?
ġviri.
Ek, per esempio, għamilt sajf, s-sifir tarba darbit wara xurxin. Kif ħanqalla flus fil-week?
if you count sitting next to sweaty people who don't shower
Really,
for Saturday and Sunday as a vacation, well, that's a vacation.
Plus qed taqla moħħok biex tipprova terbaħ.
Eżatt. You're in the
Ta'
zone.
muttuni wejja.
Oh, mela. Mux luck, mux coin flip. Mux luck.
I mean, nifhem li tmur tournament, so jekk manka meta tiġi d-dar u tkun tilab. Għalfejn, għalfejn ma tilabux casually u
Le,
Ma sax ma tgħid tilab il-force competitively.
Mijiex parti f'ġismi, jienek ma nilabx competitive game, qed taħli l-ħin.
Okay. I can't play a multiplayer game without caring about my elo. I can't.
Taħli l-ħin.
I can't.
Għalla tilab per esempio
Nilab u nħu kost. Nħu kost nilab. Ħadd, relax, jekk irbaħt. Well and good.
Il-gost.
Ħalli nirbaħ, ovvjament.
Il-gost tiegħi huwa li nara internet points jitilgħu l-fuq.
All I'm hearing in my head is Andrew Tate saying, "What's the point? You're not a man if you don't care about your internet points."
Bil-kontra jgħidlek.
Anyways.
No, I feel like he would be like, "Yo, if you're playing Call of Duty, at least be good at it, you know."
Mux għalek, għalek ħata meċaġa mela tajbu.
Għamela tajbu, ma hu gost għamela.
Nilqawkom l-ura Ir-Rokna podcast, laqwa podcast f'Malta. I said it, bro. I said it. Laqwa podcast f'Malta. Edin fuq Instagram, TikTok, edin fuq YouTube, edin fuq Spotify. Edin fuq Spotify għamlu follow, edin fuq YouTube għamlu subscribe u għamlu hit that notifications bell. Lawa dabel jatta, imma it sounds good. It sounds good. Palissa din fuq 65 subscribers, nishtiq li sal-laħa ta' sena nkunu 100, nkunu 100 tal-inqas. Edin
Fidejkom,
fil-verita.
Il-views emmedin.
Il-views emmedin.
Can I start about a story
Yeah,
that happened to me this week?
fuck.
Because I'm so lost as to what happened. And I was there. So I need you guys to tell me what I did wrong. Okay? I'm going to describe it. I'm going to paint a picture. So it starts with me on the, I don't know what the road's called. So I don't know
The job date has him, bro. It starts with me.
Huh?
It starts with me. The job date has him.
I don't know what road it's called. But it's the main road that passes by the hospital.
All right.
That goes to skate park. That's one. I don't know what it's called.
Fejn speed camera quasi.
Yes, exactly. I'm actually near there, right? So I'm near the camera, and I'm just in bumper-to-bumper traffic in the right lane, waiting. So what do you... handbrake up, literally. What do you do? Go on your phone. You know, you wait. I'm on my phone, chilling, and this car pulls up next to me, honks. I look up from my phone, because I'm like, he's not honking at me for sure. And I see...
So, għal-minijat
screaming at... sorry.
Minijat fuq Spotify, għadu kif għamil kważi nofs minuta.
This dude is honestly screaming at me. And I'm like, I'm not angry. I just go, like, okay, why are you angry at me? He's pointing, shouting. I'm like, do I have like fuck you written on the side of my car?
Nafx kienet jgħidlek, and the guy from the podcast.
Anyway, he's screaming, shouting. And then I'm just like, oh, whatever, fuck this dude. And then I'm just watching him. And the irony is that then the car behind him honks so he can move forward because he's holding up traffic himself. And I'm like, he doesn't even switch into my lane.
Inti ġviri ma konċa tissuq.
Ma kienx
Handbrake
hemm.
up.
Handbrake up,
Which
eżatt.
for my car doesn't really mean much, but handbrake up.
Ma kienx hemm fejn se tmur qudiem.
Imma,
There-
qoddimek
There was
kien il-karozzi ma
literally
kienx ma qbdux mixin
as much space
il-karozzi.
between us from me to the next car.
Allura.
Ġivri il-karozzi ma qbdux mixin. Iġda just
My theory is, now tell me if I'm crazy,
You
but
are,
my
ma-
car's second hand, well, fourth hand or whatever the fuck. I think this dude ran into the previous owner of the car, remembered the number plate or something, and just had like a vendetta.
Aw, immaġin.
naħseb ħafna ħfef tiftakar l-owner minnu biċċu, mill tiftakar number plate.
I remember
Immaġin
number
tkun.
plate more.
Jina il-numri iktar niftakarhom.
Imma
Imma
jektar
aktar.
persona differenti, għasab ħaddu dwar persona differenti.
There's a cab that I know the number plate of. I still remember the fucking number plate.
If he pulls up into my corner, no, but inti.
It's the cab that threw a Red Bull can at my car. I don't know if I told it on the podcast.
yeah.
I was in traffic and this dude cut me off. I honked at him and he threw a Red Bull can at my car.
Kollha
Shiz up.
tinnota. Aw, qed tisemmi driving man. Nies ma jafux jisu, Malta.
Lost, ja.
We've spoken about
Jien
this.
nemmen li ma jafux. Like, għaw min ma jaddix u kun ħaqqu jaddi, u mbagħad min jaddi u ma ħaqqux li jaddi,
I know.
Like,
Għaddi bżon l-opinjoni ta' fuq xi ħaġa. Let's tidju, ngħidilkom.
le, għatta.
What could he be shouting at me at?
Ma nistax nifhem, pro, nejlek, probably kif
Honestament,
għatli,
I was so lost.
Probably
Xtaq
just
autograph
raff fuq
ħab-
il-mobile is
ħabbar
like
no.
phone, no. Monkey reflexes, you
Man,
know?
we're in bumper to bumper traffic. You don't need to.
Monkey reflexes. Like phone mhux suppost, yeah, that's it.
Jien nemmen li jrid autograph ħabba li jgħet.
Also,
Jista' jkun normal.
if any lessers listening, this story didn't actually happen. It's not
Fictional.
true. It's fictional. I'm doing this for content.
Number plate da ABC123. Iġifiri.
Dak il play
Skużani, bro.
Let's hear much ABX.
Fuck you.
Anyway.
Mela, ħana xtaħsbu intom sewa, kont għaddej minn triq. Naqa fl-eliq triq, naqa dejqa, jgħaddu ġiex karozzi meħdi jirġin, imma mish, it's not the widest road.
Try not to move.
It's not the widest road. U kont id-insu nara, ma nammetjaw, kont għaddej bil-50 kif suppost għaddej. Kont għaddej
55 u ta' fintu.
52.
52.
Kont għaddej 70, għax ta' fejri ta' malajr għaddej. U dort kantoniera, u kif dort il-kantoniera, ma jkun hemm like jisu kemm 50-60 metru qoddimi, ma kien hemm ħadd. U dort il-kantoniera u qed nibqa' nsuq. F'daqqa waħda joħroġ wieħed minn ġol garax. U joħroġ, u jiena żammejt il-break, like għafas il-break f'daqqa. Il-karozza kaxkret naqra, għax kon għaddej b'na spidu kien. Insomma, kaxkret naqra u waqaft. Forsi minnaw u int. Il-bot minnu. U da ġest waqaf ħares lejja. Iggergeru jgħajat. Tipo,
Potentially kien kotta ta'
To be
betta
fair,
Imma-
in your story, you are the
imma
asshole.
sekonda naqra. Jien li nirrid nkun naf għalfej. Da, ma ħareġ minn ġol garax. U baqa ħireġ. Kellu fej jibqa ħireġ. Ġest waqaf ek f'nofs ta' triq u jien ġej minn hawnhekk.
Forsi ħajmur jalla il-garaġ,
Ah,
bro.
has to close the garage door. You
I'm
need
must
the garage
be
door
out of
close
factory.
itself. Yo.
Le,
Not all
ma
of us
xej għamel.
are rich like you and have a garage door closer.
Jaddu ġiġ karozzi minna.
Must be nice, huh?
Għalfej inti tijaq f'nofs ta' triq.
Nistan, to defend this guy case, alright? Jiena, id-dar tiegħi, jekk ħan noħroġ mill-garax, mhux ħan noħroġ nipparkja qudiem il-garax, nagħlaq il-garax bad noħroġ mill-parking, alla nħallija fin-nofx alla żobbi, bro. Jgħaddu minn dejja.
When I close my
Imma
garage door, I just...
tħaqqef
Ma stajx naddi meħdieħ, għax għala it-triq kollha. Iġekka kikku ġej
Le,
xaħat.
inti mhux ma konxa tgħaddi, kont sa tidħol minn ġo fih.
Le, jie waqaf. Imma da waqaf nofs ta' triq. Ħareġ, la ħares għax kiku ħares kien jarani. Kiku ħareġ l-ewwel biċċa u jħares hekk, jareġ ġej karozza u jieqaf ta' dik karozza ma joħroġ. Imma dan ġast fil-limuċijiet jidher fit-triq, f'daqqa li nofs ta' triq. Inti jekk toħroġ mill-garax tiegħek, ma tibx tagħmel sens toħroġ hekk le?
Either way,
It's a...
you're still the asshole
You're
in the
still there,
story.
so, ekku.
How am I the asshole in
Okay,
the
cut,
story?
sorry.
Because there's one old I assume it's an old man.
No.
It's still an old man in my
For
mind.
me, even.
No,
It's an old
about
man.
30.
It's an old man getting his
It's not an
like
old fucking man.
his Mitsubishi Lancer from 1993 out of his garage. You know, he parks in the middle of the road. He's tired. He's old. He's closing his
He's
garage
not
door.
old.
You're coming down playing Goosebumps by Travis Scott at 75 kilometers per hour. Eee! Screeching to a halt. I'm shouting at you as well, fam.
Da
Imma
probably
għalfejn,
kellu
imma spiegali, għalfejn,
l-atfall tiegħu his grandchildren ukoll.
Yeah.
Ra l-grandchildren kollhom.
Pregnant
Għek
daughter.
kolla għalla sħettom lu jena, f'bendejt
Pregnant daughter in the car as well.
Admittedly.
You're the asshole.
You're the asshole, ukoll. Sorry.
Alright,
To be fair, I did almost run someone over yesterday to the point where
I'm sorry, imma
I screeched to a halt.
jekk inti toħroġ l-istess, mill-garax, minn full stop fil-garax ma tidirx, toħroġ għal full stop nofsa triq ma tiddaw, ek, zaqqa wahda, jekk jifqawk, alla, fuck you, etor tijak, l-fqajt. Inti għandek toħroġ, inti għandek toħroġ bitċa, tara kuġġej, u bat toħroġ. Inti għandek stop sign, u bat toħroġ minn ġo fucking stop sign.
if there are any wardens listening,
Like,
first of all,
dil-bitċa qabata qabbiża, bro.
first of all,
Kien tisma' word din qabata qabbiża.
first of all, go fuck yourself. You're
Għara
a
liħor. Għalek,
scum of the planet.
Attilkom
Secondly,
għabsu,
tell us what you
attilkom
think about
għabsu.
the situation. Is the old man the asshole or is Corey
He's
the
not those
asshole?
fucking bad,
And
He's
thirdly, I really want to emphasize: go fuck yourself.
Attilkom
Wardens
għabsu.
are assholes and cockroaches, and that job should not be a thing.
Apparently ta' trasport Malta jisajtu tickets issa wkoll.
Oh, le, bro, come on.
Stop shitting on the fucking transport, bro. Nafu li Malta waqafna.
When was the
Imma-
last time
imma-
you went on a bus?
Ta' me sens li ta' trasport Malta
It's disgusting.
Mela jiet mort Santa Fena, sawa. Biex nmur, biex
That's too
naqba.
close to Hamrun, bro. That's like going close to the black hole.
Għalek, fil-fat kelli gravitational pull mill-ħamru b'ajtem bot. Li ġrali, sawa.
You find yourself walking to Queens. You're like, oh, shit,
Whoa,
no,
whoa, whoa. Mela, għat biex ma naqbad x-taxi għax konti għat l-axar ta' xar u I was low on cash. Għat ħammur l-airport bil tal-linja. So għat forse nifranka 7 euros mi flok nħoda taxi. Ma dofi ma nistenni xaqla 3 kwarti biex tiġi u ma waslitx daqs kem daqs obzitli bat keb bro, id-dejjat.
Imma għalmenu bxej.
Ux bxej. Nipreferi nħallas fucking 75 cents.
Okay, quick question. I still have my student card for Tallinja.
Għal xej, sab xej.
Le, ma xorta tużali, le, ma ġest
No, but
għadde.
I know people that like every year get an email asking for proof that they're still a student. I've never gotten one of those emails.
Għasina.
Good question as well, actually. I'll ask it after the podcast. It's a bit personal. So, Shane.
Alright, ħana qabżu wahda fuq da, għed tissemmi xorta fuq toro l-infrastructure Malta Minister. Sawa, aċċetta il-kol ta' TikTok ta' tinsejt eżatti xamil, da' TikTok xismu, imma challengeħ biex jagħmel bike ride fil-bike lanes f'ta' Malta.
Bike lanes.
Għalek, sawa, il-da, għax u da TikTok profile għal, ek vera, għax kien ħarġa artiklu ta' ma nafx minn ħarġu, imma li dal-ministru għal li niprofaw li hija komdu bħala bike rider biex jissuq fejn trid. Sawa. U dan għal bullshit il-bike lanes ma jeżistux. Tipo, immaġina.
They disappear like halfway onto a roundabout and you're like, okay.
Immaġina, sawa, nasib kull bike rider da xi magician, għax teleporti bej triq oħra. Nasib hemm portal fil-verità, tibqa' dej dritt.
On the coast road, I think at some point it just stops.
But
Like,
terġa' tkompli.
It just stops for a section and then just continues. Like,
It-tela tal-imtarfa. Tafu li meta tiġi minn taqali minn għalija u titla li l-imtarfa.
yeah.
Dik it-tela tal-imtarfa għamlu il-bloks tal-konkrit f'nofs it-triq. U naħa minnu issa ġiet bike lane u għal-mixi. Tibda minn wara roundabout sakemm tispiċċa t-tela biss. Ġifieri bl-iktar parti li tipo mhux kien safe qabel
if you're walking, essentially walk for that section, get back in your car and then drive.
Jiġifieri kif tħalt l-imtarfa mbagħad m'hemmx dek u l-imtarfa mhix daqshekk problema għax tipo ma tantx nara karozzi hemmhekk ta' hemmhekk. Imma mbagħad jekk niżel l-isfel, mbagħad ir-roundabout. Mbagħad inżilt ma' xeba karozzi. Mbagħad sejjer jew lej il-mosta, jew tinżel lej ħattart jew taqali hemmhekk kollu karozzi huma mhix bike lanes hemmhekk.
Anyways, il-minister
naqbla
accetta il-dan. And they're planning a date biex jammu.
I've actually got something to talk about government as well. The planning authority this week.
They
at some
didn't give
point-
me my permit.
at some point this week said that the reason that St Julians is so overconstructed and so, I mean, like so much noise pollution and all the snake is because that there's and the reason they do it is because they don't ask residents whether they should be doing it or not, because residents don't live in St Julians anymore. It's all tourists, according to the planning authority, as I read the article from my girlfriend's house in St Julians, a resident.
She must be rich biex toqgħod St Julians, bro.
Okay, now let's not get into whether or not I'm a gold digger. Alright?
Le, ma
I am.
you do.
That's why we don't get into it. That's a simple answer.
Lin, għax hija 50-50 vera ħafna mill-appartamenti ta' St Julians huma biex tikri.
They're foreigners. Long lets, not tourists.
Le,
A tourist
sure.
goes to a fucking hotel. A long let
Uma
foreigner is still a resident.
one
You
year
still live
let.
there. It might short. Oh,
Le, short,
1
yeah,
year
yeah.
let, 2 year let.
Xort jisek resident.
You're still a resident too. And they're going to say that they have the audacity to say only tourists live in St. Julian's. You're going to make such a fucking sweeping statement. And the irony is that the reason that there's no residents or that there are so little residents is because of the planning authority. For example, my girlfriend's grandparents were kicked out of their house, that like an old St. Julian's house. So like before, like it was all monopolized with Eden and all that crap. And they had to get out because the houses next to them had all been bought to build a block of like skyscraper or whatever, and they had to leave because they were getting built on from both sides.
Taf xed
So like,
tiddiskrivi.
they're gonna be like the house from up.
Ekkot sa ngħidlek.
You know, it's either they become the house from up, which is fucking depressing, or they move. So the planning authority kicks all the residents out, and they have the fucking audacity to say that no one lives there, and it's the tourists' fault.
Xort, jien nixtieq li
Fucking hell,
nagħmel
man.
Namel timeskip ta' 10 snin ħalli dal-construction. Forsi naroħ xi darba mibni.
I feel like the world is going to be like in Futurama. You know, in Futurama New York. Where
Just do jibdu fuq.
Eżatt.
Yeah.
In Futurama, they're like, fuck it, that one's bad. We need to do something and just build on top.
Għed tissemmi cartoon, so Cartoon Network fuq Twitter mar viral, so għax bdew jgħidu li ħajġi cancelled. Ma kienu xafu li tipo the news, they saw it on Twitter themselves ukoll. Għallu bro, kif tipo tefaw tweet huma, għallu hearing about your own death in Twitter. Ma kienu xafu li tipo
Cartoon Network ma kienx jaf il-ħajala.
Le.
Sema fuq Twitter.
That's honestly
It's
quite
a
common.
false rumor. U they confirmed li
Mhux vera.
hija ta' 30 years anniversary li qalu, mhux għax
So they're not closing.
le.
Actually, I saw the news on insert name of social media company
Iva.
begins with F and ends with R. They posted about it for an hour,
It's fake.
and I believed it.
Le,
Fuck,
imma
bro.
dik li ġif social media xat jara xaġa,
Fact
you
checkers
share it,
Huh?
Fact checkers ma jagħmlu xogħolhom.
you share it, but per eżempju.
CNN probably fell for it as well. And
Le, ħafna nies. Imma but per eżempju, għax Cartoon Network, they didn't comment about it like in 3 days. U naħseb fil-verità
Sure,
li.
yeah, they're all fired. If they've closed, how are they going to comment?
Imma fil-verità għal-jom maħirax, tipo għat issemmi l-isem bxie.
Good hype.
Allura,
Yeah,
u plus
that's true.
il-tweet li għallu li skopru li l-om infusom li mietu marret viral u koll.
You know how common that is, though.
ħafna, per eżempju, ħafna
Formula 1
celebrities,
drivers.
u għek, celebrities jgħidu li indunaw li mietu xie ġurnata qabel.
I was going to say that Formula 1 drivers in the past and to this day, because we all watch Formula 1,
Ta' xismu, ta'
they found out that they got fired from their team on Twitter.
on Twitter.
They literally opened the news that morning and will say like Ricardo dropped from whatever team, and he's like, am I?
U
'Cause
dis
teams don't
ġat
give a
l-istess ħaġa fu ma mux dropping, the hiring. Nsejt xismu, tipo kien jgħat l-Australja da u Alpine għalulom Iva dal-driver u għamana, bħaċin għal guys mux vera, ta' minnix maħu.
Dak li kinti għamil Formula 2.
Coming in this year,
Iva, sena dela.
you're watching the race this weekend. I stopped watching races once the championship's over.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah.
I don't really give a shit. Like I get it. I guess it's like cool to see who comes second place, you know. But I just watch the highlights because I watch the full race when I care about the
Mux
championship.
laqatem xaġa to fight
Yeah.
for.
And also Verstappen's pole again anyway.
Yeah.
So who gives a crap?
And the feeling ħan nerġgħu nispiċċaw like sena wara sena bħalma kien hemm Hamilton qabel sa.
Ma nemminx da.
No. Because now Red Bull,
Għandhom
Għandhom
budget.
il-fine u xi
which
budget
will,
cap.
I mean, it's not a big fine, it's really small.
Horner ta' fetiet.
il-budget.
7 million huma ħafna flus, imma mhux għalik, bro. Mhux għalik.
La, eżatt. 7 million to Red Bull. Bro, Christian Horner can wipe his ass with
7 million Ir-Rokna per eżempju nkunu laqwa mhux ta' Malta biss tad-dinja kollha waqt.
Eżatt.
Neqilbu l-lingwa tista'
I mean, it's like
Ġibu translators hawnhekk.
I mean, it's like Elon Musk. How I mean, again, we'll talk about everything.
Elon Musk laqwa wieħed.
He bought Twitter, but when he's talking about how Twitter have $33 billion in loans to him, he's like, all right,
Easy.
All right, 33 billion. Tolostja.
Pastit
Let me get my wallet out. You know.
At the summit ta' Twitter. So da, inti had the requisition last Friday. Inti l-ħamis, so taf xamel. Inti taf xamel. Da basically qabad sync.
I saw a photo of a sink.
Li mhux foto.
Mar fil-uffiċċju tagħhom.
Actually qabad sink u daħal fuq uffiċċju u fuq Twitter.
Let that sink in.
Man,
Well,
can I just say this?
Imma mind you,
I know-
fuq Twitter hija meme kbira.
I know
li
you like.
jitfaw di, let that sink in. għamel.
Issa,
I
issa,
know- it's not a
f'siti
Twitter, it's a
uħor.
Reddit meme, I think.
Le,
It
it's a
started on
Twitter
Reddit.
meme.
It
It's a
started on
Twitter
Reddit though. But whatever. I feel like Elon Musk. I know you like him, and I know a lot of our audience likes him. I feel like Elon
Dik
Musk
is-bissiva
though,
fuq li għodek.
is just, I don't know. He's
Taf
just a
taf
fucking
xamel xaġa.
child. Like-
Mux fuq Twitter. Mux fuq Twitter, sawa.
Ma nafx il-mibeta kollha għandek li Elon Musk.
Le, ma he has his reasons and vera. If I was in his circumstances u fuq affarijiet li da, I wouldn't think he would be a nice guy. Kif jaħseb den, jiġifieri ma tantx tista' taqbad tgħid. Imma, as I am
I
a
used to think he was
privileged
cool.
white male, sawa. I like the guy.
Honestly, I used to think he was cool, but then I just grew up, so maybe
Għala
that's the
li-
problem
Ah,
here.
Anyways,
I mean, at the end of the day, the dude. I mean,
He's doing a lot of shit.
His Twitter bio says like heads twit, which is kind of funny. I mean, but at the same time, I think it's funny, but I also think it's not. Like I'm kind of in between.
kida dak, mela għandhom surname bla sense, u għandu first name bla sense ieħor daw li fire jaw da. U
Blassheads, foreign.
Le,
Foreign surnames.
ma bla sense, sawa. Li tipo dak it-tip li għamel joke bija u joke kienet xaġa ta' xi dig joke. Ma sakemm qed insiba ħana jidilkom fuq xaġa oħra. Da basically taf x'għamel Elon Musk ħabba Starlink. Starlink taf x'inhi?
No.
Inti taf x'inhi kol? Starlink. Basically tisaqbad l-internet fejn tkun.
Tal-internet.
Just iħu il-connection mill-wire.
Dik hawn Malta u koll.
Dik kull imkien laqwa tixxiet tiġi fejn tkun, tagħmel subscription u
Yeah,
tista' ikollok internet fejn tgħid. Just
Imma is
ta'
it-
latency.
Good.
Ife, għandek per esempio speeds ta' fuq 500. Id-differenza li għandek latency baxxa, tipo ma tiċċa tottilab għax għandek il-ping, għax basically qed jisek
Satellita,
taqbad.
jew.
Obviously, 'cause of
Satellita,
Aha.
ġifieri.
Ma
Dik
still,
li differenza.
500 speed minn satellita, that's pretty good.
Ħafna tajjeb, ħafna tajjeb.
That's
Li
amazing. For,
tista'
like YouTube or something.
jiddependi l-area tiegħek, imma per esempio 100 minimum. 100 minimum. Li
Except
jiġri.
in Humroom.
Li
Ma
ġara
għandek
sawa,
latency, kemm għandek latency?
imma għandek xi 100-150 ms,
So
latency, imma per
in-
esempio
in sa-
inti.
For you, it's fine. You can play games because
La
you don't
tħobbhom
care about
casual.
your rank.
Mux
But
ħanna
we can't.
Mux ħanna 150 ms.
Anyways, the fucking discussion mhux għaddik. Li toġbitni sawa, taf kemm jgħolja bħalissa biex tista' tagħmel fl-ajruplan tipo l-Wi-Fi. With
No.
this, kemm iħallsu xi 500 euro għal contraption ta' Starlink u għati kollu l-Wi-Fi fuq l-ajruplan. Inħabba Starlink,
Do you turn your phone off
Le, airplane mode.
or airplane mode?
Le,
You
you
disgust
fucking
me.
scum, man. You
Sakemm jitlaw, sakemm
me.
jinżel
You
biss.
scum.
Ble. As in,
Fuq
when I'm in the air,
X'inti qed fuq l-arju?
from takeoff to landing, after we've landed, I take it off.
Le, while take off and while landing.
Idbilli b'serjetà.
Bad. Never get on a plane with me, huh? Ash will crash.
Idbi-serjetà.
I ain't getting on a plane with you, fam. There's a pilot that's seeing the porn you're watching during takeoff while they're taking off, and you're distracting him. There's a pilot who'll get a boner because of the porn you're watching. It's not an airplane mode, so obviously the connection is hitting the plane, and so the plane now can see your porn. And the pilot gets a boner.
L-airplane mode.
The steering wheel goes up, plane crashes because of you.
Biex ma jinterferjax ma l-messaġġi li jkunu għedin jirċievu huma. Bekk ma tkunx
That
airplane
sound,
mode.
you know, like when you have a phone near a mic and you hear the. I think that's 'cause
Interference.
the
Jkun hemm interference.
And so then imagine they're taking off and they're like, Isma, whatever you don't. You got that? No, I didn't get that. Okay, whatever you do, don't. Because of your fucking phone.
Ġin tgħidli mobile tiegħi ta' 700 euro.
Iva, men, mhux xorta signal li qed jirċievi. Jien minix ħanerkab miegħek jekk immorru ġurnata oħra.
We'll go on the
Inti
same
taħseb
plane.
li
We will sit next to each other.
Illi ma jkunx hemm nies
together.
Xiex?
Inti taħseb li ma jkunx hemm nies
Jien kull darba li meta nar. Anzi, daqs kemm jien concerned, sawa, meta mmur imbul fl-ajruplan nibda ħares li il-mobiles tagħhom biex narek mhux airplane mode jew le. Bro, ek fucking taqa' tmut. Għala, one. Għala.
I'm okay jekk naqgħu mmut.
Ma jien minix.
The one thing
I'm not you.
The one thing I don't put in airplane mode is my switch, because the switch, when it's in airplane mode, you can't remove the controllers, and I don't like playing handheld. But that's not getting texts. So and the Wi-Fi's off, so it's not getting anything.
Anyways, ta' Twitter taf kieni.
Kif how am I going to receive text u phone calls?
If you're not in airplane mode,
Jekk għala tlaqt minn fuq Malta. Ma
Yeah,
nqabad
but-
mal
Imma inti xorta
But then
inti
when you're
toħroġ
flying-
il-signals minn fuq il-mobile biex tirċievi.
and also when you're flying over, I don't know, Italy or something, you
Kollu.
pick it up, you get a text. Or during takeoff, you're still in Malta. Takeoff and landing are the most important moments. If you turned it off during the flight, I'd be like, a bit whatever. Because once you're in the air, I feel like the plane just does the thing. Takeoff and landing is the most important part.
bis-serjetà jitkellem bħalissa.
Jien kollox, jina xorta li.
Jien xedlek. Please,
But you said-
sekola, please, irrepeti li qedlek jien.
You said during takeoff and landing,
I do what?
you turn it off onto airplane mode.
Eżatt, during take-off and landing,
Uh-huh.
I turn on airplane mode.
I'm saying that I can understand your point, but it's still bad.
It's still bad level.
I can understand that during the flight, it's less needed, but at the same time, they fucking ask you to put airplane mode in. Do you really need to surf TikTok while you're on a flight? No. Take it off. Put them on fucking airplane mode.
Xorta
Bro.
ma jaħdem lek xej. La xorta mux għat jaħdem lek l-affarijiet. Għalla dam l-airplane. Ma tamilix. Fimt? Anyways.
Also,
Għaxa nibqaw għaddejn fuq ta'
the worst as well, like when you're on takeoff and the air hostess or host, what are they?
Air
Hostess
hostesses.
and hostess.
Yep,
Hosts.
yep.
They walk down the aisle and they say, seat up, please. Person in front of you puts their seat up. They keep walking. And they put the seat down. And the seat's like this.
Tara, like you get a fine, bro. Ma tamilix.
I literally-
I will tell on you.
I tell
narak.
them, I say, listen, put your seat up.
Anyways.
Ash.
Li kont sa ngħidilkom dawk in-nies li ġew fire taf x'isimhom.
Right.
Rahul Ligma. U Daniel Johnson. U qal.
Ligma.
Ligma Johnson headed cabin.
Alright, that's kind of funny. If you're cool-
Bat taf xidi,
If your name is Ligma, I feel bad for you.
Di kun jomu Ligma. U bat liħor li ġi fire dwa Johnson. Immaġna sawa, għadda kif titlef ix-xogħolok u l-owner ta' minna qed jitnejjek bik bismek.
Today.
Tidejhu.
Today or today?
Itnej li huma.
Okay. I don't know.
Li kont sa ngħid. Qed similar hostesses. Immaġna, jina nixtieq nkun naf hekk hawn xi ħadd li qed jisma' li huwa hostess.
Which ones? The Ryanair ones or the
Likun,
Emirates
likun,
ones? That's
li-
very different.
Li jkun, sawa, ekin għal-mod ta' kelma jkollok delay. Immaġna inti kwati jaf kemm għandu jagħmel sigħat fil-ġurnata ta' xogħol. Ek jkollok delay. Ħadd itħallas għall-overtime.
I don't think they get paid for hours. I think they get paid like a certain amount per year.
probably.
And then like if they have a delay, they would know that, okay, this week they worked 2 hours extra. So their schedule's ruined, so we need to reschedule them or whatever.
Amma għalek, għax jina, per eżempju, immaġina, jina dik nibda ngħid, ikollok delay. Min jaf, like, the guys are pissed li għedin fuq l-aeroplan. Immaġina minn irid imur lura d-dar, tipo, jina, ednajja, bro, tipo, kan,
I think if you're an air hostess, you don't really have a home. Because you're constantly traveling.
Imma naf minn li jiex Malta u jkun air hostess, jieġi lura.
Imma mux dejjem, mux kull air hostess, raqas mux kull pilot. Saħħa ta' ġata jmur d-dar.
Jien dik li ngħid, immaġina,
The
jina,
Malta ones, the Ryanair ones, probably, but like my friend used to work for Emirates, and she lived in Dubai, I mean,
Minħabba l-dajem tmur.
yeah.
Imsamma, ekkaw xer hostess, please, hit us up għax. Nixtieq nkun naf.
Did you see that story about that Twitch streamer? That
Yeah,
his
his
house,
Twitch, I have never seen the
his
story about
house
the
got
Twitch streamer.
invaded midstream. He was getting robbed, and he's playing League of Legends. This dude's getting robbed midstream. Fucking pulls out a gun, walks off, and you can hear in the background, and he kills, like live on stream. You don't see it, but you hear the gunshots in the background.
He kills the...
I think he killed him. And the irony is that the moment you hear the gunshots in League, an enemy died. So it's just like enemy killed, whatever. But that's funny. But you can, and later in the stream, you can hear the police come, and you can hear the police asking like, should we take him in? Because obviously he just killed someone, you know, and the stream just going. And Twitch obviously took down the clip, and because it's against protocol.
buddy. That's why I would never nix fl-Amerika, bro.
Nah, it's guns, bro.
Le, bro. Wist that
In general,
How
mhux
do you
guns
feel
biss.
about that though? Like,
You know,
if you own a house and you have a gun, let's say you live in America and you own a gun, do you think it's like your right to shoot down someone that's in
Jiena
your
nibża.
house?
Jien nibża.
No, it's not my right to shoot down someone. in my
Hopefully
house.
at
It's
one
my
point
right
it
to
is.
shoot down someone who's trying to shoot me down. Yeah, who's trying to hurt my family. Emmek iva.
But
I
that's
will not hesitate to shoot someone f'dak il-każ. Imma jekk qiegħed fid-dar tiegħi u daħal m'għandux arma f'idejh jew ma nafx. I will try.
Never mind, this isn't Call of Duty. You don't have time to like
Assess.
in that moment. You're not a professional. Like you can't assess the situation. I'm not. I don't think I'm gonna have the mental clarity to walk into that room with a gun in my hand and think like, do you have a gun? You know, because then what if like they do have a gun, they turn around quickly and shoot.
Shoot, mux hekk.
Yeah.
Le jiena...
In America, I'd shoot first.
Yeah,
They might have a gun.
in America, okay, nifmek, Emmek, one as bis naħsibha li mun waqt l-Amerika. I don't like it. Mux ħabba guns bis. In general, I don't like it.
I'd live in Canada, but America.
Ma Kanada differenti, jo. Imma,
Jien
like,
naħseb nibqa' ngħix Malta
hawnhekk
kieku.
f'Malta sa ċertu punt,
Can you own a gun in Malta?
yes,
Yes,
jkollok liċenzja.
għaddar even.
Ma jkollok liċenzja, ma tagħmel liċenzja
And
tiegħu.
you can shoot someone in self-defense.
Between certain hours, yes.
Yeah.
Hey, baby. There's a law, sawa. Li...
of the noise.
Le, nighttime law, like, per esempio, jiġi id-dar. If someone breaks into your house in the daytime, ma tistax tisparadu. If someone breaks into your house in nighttime, tista' tisparadu.
Why? Because the argument that during the day there's more police, so you can call the police.
Le,
But at
no,
night, there'll be-
it's
it's
an
the
old
nighttime
law.
shift.
It's an old law.
Jien li naf, ma nafx kiex vera jew le, però.
As Jesus told us that in the day, no shooting.
Għax fil-axija ma jarax, allora tista' battat.
Le jien li smajt li tista' tattakka persuna bl-istess weapon grade li għandu tipo.
Le, ma nafx dik ma nafx.
Sted, xandek in.
Dik A2, dik A2.
Sted. Oqotem.
Ġviri jekku daħal mux armat, ma sax inti tmur pistola.
Imma kif ħatkun
Tispara.
mux
That's the thing,
marmat?
man.
Kif ħatkun taf?
In Malta, I can understand that more because in Malta, the likelihood that they're going to have a gun is very low.
ħafna nas.
In America, that's why I said in America. In America,
Jina l-Malta.
The
konna
rate
ngħid,
is so
ma
high.
nafx Barra, jina l-Malta konni, u ma nafx, again, di smajta zmin twililu jekk imbidlet ma nafx. Imma
Dik li naf.
jien hekk nafa.
Li tista' tispara and if you kill him, it's not...
there was a story about this woman in Texas, this old woman, like she was 80. She had a shotgun. Someone broke into her house. She didn't want to kill them.
She
So
killed herself.
She shot him in the legs. She shot both his kneecaps, destroyed like his legs. Called the police and said, he's bleeding out on my floor. Come arrest him. Like, come save him, you know? That's kind of like the middle ground where I would like to do that, but again, in the moment,
Imma titkun trained, titkun
Mhux
to be
Check,
honest,
check.
I think that's also a bad way to look at it because if you have a gun in your hands, your aim is to kill. You cannot have a lethal weapon in your hands.
The objective of a gun is to kill.
Even a knife. If I have a knife in self-defense, my aim is to stab and to kill. It is not to, I'm going to try and stab him somewhere where he won't, you know.
Where he won't bleed internally or...
Exactly. My aim, if I have a weapon in my hands, it is
It's to
because
kill.
I'm going to defend myself and I'm not thinking about their life because they're putting
No,
my
sure.
situation where my life is
Mux
versus them.
ekku, in danger. Le naqbel mi 100%, imma jien ma rnexxilix
And
nagħmel.
I'm saying this as like a vegetarian. I couldn't even kill a chicken if you asked me to.
Le jien ma
But if
rnexxilix.
my house is getting broken into and I'm living in a country where guns are popular, I'm having a gun and I'm shooting first.
li kont ngħid l-aħħar ħaġa, so this is one of my last topics fuq tiegħi. Meta mort għax jiena il-ġimgħa l-oħra mort Franza u mort Disneyland. U bdejt naħseb, so rajt ħafna tfal jiġu rejected biex jitlu ġol
Because of the height.
ħabba l-ħajt. U bdejt ngħid.
LOL.
Immaġina so. Ekk inti tkun għandek dik id-disease dwarf syndrome jew x'inhi.
You're fucked though.
Ma hemmx tipo outlet. Dwarfism, sorry, għax ma konx naf, ma nafx. Dwarfism. Immaġna, m'għandekx outlet biex tmur tu peċi ta' theme park. M'hemmx ma jeżistix theme park. U jiena teħeġġeġ minn hawn investors fil-Ir-Rokna podcast li jagħmlu theme
Once again, we are going to ask you to build a roller coaster in Camino.
Għax taf x'inhi. Ekk inti roller coaster għat-tfal ma tistax. Minħabba l-ħajt. U għad-dwarfs għandhom l-istess problema. Għax ma tagħmilx theme park just għat-tfal u kun jistgħu imma jkunu l-istess speed ta' Space Mountain, l-istess speed ta' da.
Can I be honest? I think the height thing is only for kids. So if you are an adult with dwarfism,
It's good.
because I think the problem is that the speeds that they're going, if you're young, they can be bad for your
Jiena
body.
ħsibt li ħabba
So I think if you're
jinsib ħabba il-harnesses u hekk għax ikunu għan-nies kbar.
Jien naħseb li għandu raġun, imma int għandek raġun ukoll. Fis-sens li ir-rides il-kbar illi anyone
Għax
under
irid tkun
certain
qiegħed
under
amazed to
certain
fit.
size ma joqgħodx fiha. Imma mbagħad li qed tgħid inti team park tfal u għan niżżar illi they go the same speed as others mhix tajba lanqas għas raġuni li tfal I don't think their bodies can handle that speed and adrenaline. Għax għandhom niżżar, iju.
I don't think it's just
Fil-fatt
the
roller
agenda. I think it's
Meta
just- I
wadda
think it's just
bit-tfal
like-
ma jiġux.
I think like I think a young kid would get like whiplash. Like from so their body, the muscles
That's-
can't take it.
That's kinky.
So I think that if
That's-
you have
that's-
dwarfism, I think that you would be allowed to go on the ride.
That's
Depending
it.
on the ride,
Okay.
if you can
Yeah,
fit,
ma
if you can,
naħsibx-
if
ma
you can
naħsibx-
fit in it, as if the harness
Jiddependi
is.
kemm eżatt, jiddependi il-ħarnes kemm jorbot tajjeb fuq.
I think
Naħseb.
if it's one of those where it's like your legs are dangling down, probably not, because those are fitted. But if it's one where you're sitting down and the thing comes on top of you, and
You
then there's like
stay-
and then there's a belt, I think that's fine
Tough.
because then it's like you're in a thing.
Another pet peeve tita Franza.
And then all you're gonna see before you say that, all you're gonna see is like the front part of the. You're not gonna see the
Yeah.
ride. You're gonna be lower down. You know, 'cause
Yeah.
The seats in roller coasters are generally quite low, you know, to keep you really in it.
Li dejqitni ħafna fuq ta' Disneyland Paris. Għala kollox kull ride bil-Franċiż.
Let me think.
Li imma
What
bro.
country are you in, Leon?
Imma bro.
Yeah,
Disneyland Paris fej jiġu l-Amerikani. Jiġu minn
Never. They should be English as well.
English, come on, man. English, il-signs bl-Inglis. U bat tiġi, per eżempju,
Ah, so the signs are in English. And then,
imma il-simulation ta' waqt li hija.
yeah, but le.
Taf
Le.
kif fuck,
Either
yani.
all in French or all in English.
Taf xamlu li inti.
Or both.
Yeah, all in English. Yo, both, eżatt.
Both.
All in French.
Kienem roller coaster.
There should be
ta'
options for multiple languages, actually. Like for Italian, for German.
Imma fejn kien hemm każ pereżempju
Ħan nispjega di, ħan nispjega di. Mela hemm roller coaster ta' Star Wars li tkun jisek hija ġo spaceship biex inti C-3PO jieħdok ximkien. So, hija ġo spaceship. U jiena
I'd rather Princess Leia take me somewhere.
I'm very I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I was excited
Yeah.
tipo
I never expected you to be a huge Star Wars fan.
bil-robot insomma u I'm excited for this.
R2.
U tan għedna raħ tipo għedna raħ il-les biex hit to take us off somewhere u di just 5D sa tkun jieġa sidġu u jisek jtħossok jieġu mux l-aeroplan, il-spaceship. U ready to take off. Għala bl-Ingliż di. U babda għada. Bil-Franċis. Bil-Franċis, bro, jina jetemmek.
R2, omelette du fromage.
U ferb dinnet. U għajja, bro. Nisper li sa jeqleb bl-Inglis, jinti bħajja sentenza bil-Franċis. Un bat jgħid sentenza bil-da.
Like repeats it.
Għamil 5 minuti straight
No
bil-Franċis.
subtitles.
Xej. Jina, immaġinani sawa, jgħat fuq il-sidġu, just disappointed in hearts. L-isfellu nħoss il-rocking motions tal-daw, just jgħid, going left or right. I was very sad at this moment.
I'm going to be honest. I think it's a you issue.
No.
Because I've
No,
wait. I've known many people who have gone there, and none of them have complained about this.
Iġvina, ertajtu li.
Imma jekk inti tmur.
Did you go on the one day where they're like, Isma, overrides are in French
Imma
today?
sekonda, jekk tmur inti. Alright. U minti tifhem xejn. Suppost tara dal-film. Hemm storja xi ħaġa u m'intix tifhem.
His complaint is valid. And what I'm saying is I've never heard anyone complain about it.
Imagine.
So what I'm saying is that...
Just billi ma smajtu ħadd jgħid dwar ma jfissirx li.
But I feel like if all the rides were in French, then people would be complaining about it.
More ta' Pirates of the Caribbean.
Imagine you're a fat American.
Like, you would
Why you're
complain.
fat?
Do you know
Anka UK people would complain.
Why you're fat? It's because you're American. And you go there and it's all in French, and you're American and you only know, well, you barely know English, let alone another language. You're not gonna know anything.
Taf dejtni kol, per eżempju, bdejna ta' Pirates of the Caribbean, għalla Johnny Depp. Għed jitkellem bil-Franċiż, bro. What the fuck, bro? Johnny Depp.
Weird.
My guy.
But that's something. I've never heard anyone complain about this. I feel like this would be a really massive complaint. So either there are days where it's in English, or you did something where you went on the rides.
Għas-nisema bħal Johnny Depp, ovvjament. Ma jisemax bħal Johnny Depp.
Ma jistabax.
Ma taf xini? Jilli joġobni Pirates of the Caribbean, għaxem il-karattru like how he breathes him to like.
Per eżempju, di ta' Johnny Depp, sawa jirġu l-pirate għet id-dur
I mean, the films are just the character. The films are based on the ride, which is just pirates. You know, the films are the character.
Il-ride, just għaddi minn xejni tal-films. Imma min qed jitkellem kollox bil-Franċiż.
You know, that's something I also found out though, weirdly, that Hollywood films in Europe a lot of the time are dubbed for their language, which I find so weird. So like, because I use a VPN, and right now I'm doing a project where I'm trying to find the best country for YouTube ads. So
Żgur mhux Malta.
Malta's one of the best actually, because most countries have minimum 2 ads. And the first one's unskippable, and they're like 15 seconds each.
Mela mhux bħali tax issa minn du komplejniet tal-wall to ball, tista' wafqu u issa kollox 15 second non-skippable ads ta'. Immaġina nagħmel l-ewwel nofs minuta ġast jagħtik. Nistenna.
Anyway, so I'm doing that, and so many of the trailers for like Hollywood films.
This is a big rant. Nistenna nofs minuta biex qas jinċert li l-video mhux tajjeb.
Yeah.
Immaġina sawa.
YouTube has a glitch right now. I don't know if it's just on my phone, okay? But I'll click on a video and the video will just be black. Like I'll hear the audio, but there'll be no video. There'll just be a black screen. So then I'm like, okay, I've watched the ads. It's a black screen because the ads obviously fucking worked. The video doesn't. Close the video, reopen it, ads.
Ads again, no.
And I'm like, okay, well, hopefully it's on black. You know? Fucking hell, man. Anyway, but these trailers are all in foreign languages and for like big films. And I'm just kind of like, do people not speak English? I understand that we come from a country where English is a national language, you know? But I feel like English is pretty much the international language.
Le, mux jekku tipo the internet kważi kollox bl-Ingliż.
Pilots, no matter what country you're flying from, you need to speak in English.
Mela mux fucking pal-maġġa li darba forx kemm għandhom tal-EasyJet. Fuck you, bro.
Fuck EasyJet.
Għax ħanajd lek tasa, ġo fuq il-hostesses. Ġo fuq il-hostesses. Marru fuq 4 min nies marru. Għallodkom titkellmu bit-Taljan. Mind you bit-Taljan għallu għadi. Intkom titkellmu bit-Taljan għallu bomba. Ħanitkellmu bit-Taljan biss. Forx kemm għandkom. Dak it-tip.
EasyJet's British as well, so...
Dak it-tip, sawa. Jien mort għal Napli. Room service ma kellhomx biex bidda. Mela jingħad fl-airplane kien hemm wisq nies. Qatt mela sa nixxi ilma fuq l-ajruplan. Might as well cheat the system. Tipo xorta l-istess ammont ta' flus ħanħallas.
Cheat the system, no. The water on a plane is like €3 more expensive.
Le, ilma 250.
Alright.
U l-ilma ta' mek 250 ukoll.
Okay.
Like I've traveled enough li l-ilma jibqa l-istess. Li da li ġara sawa ma ġiġ da room service. Kol ħat jitkellem li
room service. The trolley. The
trolley. Aisle service.
Aisle service.
Mile high service.
U ħat ma jibeda jitkellem u bat per eżempju land jajna għal xaħġa bit-Taljan u għat mela it's a signal biex nistaw noħorġu. U kuħat beda jgħajat bieħi. Għattilu ma naf, minni xed nifem, bro. U But għaddaw żewġ minuti oħra, but qabu kulħadd, għattila ma xed jiġri.
I think there are a lot of European cultures that are very proud of their language. I mean, even Malta. Like,
French people are very proud.
yes. No, but I'm saying, especially of their language. So, like, in Malta, English and Maltese are both national languages. But I've spent so much of my life where people are like, "Kellem bil-Malti," and it's like, I can, but if anything, you're the stupid one because you don't know that both are equally valid. But I still get the point of like we should speak Maltese because I think Maltese is a beautiful language.
Għax immaġa
I've grown to appreciate it, but
pal Belgium hija country kbira. Imma m'għandhomx il-lingwa tagħhom.
French.
Imma
They speak French.
mhix Belgian
But I'm sure
language.
then they have like their own idiosyncrasies. The same as how Americans speak English. But
Imma
I would not say that's
pereżempju Malta
English.
għandha l-lingwa tagħha, bro. I expect a country like Belgium to have its own language.
Yeah,
Like aħna 500,000. U ma nafx kemm huma l-miljuni.
When I was younger, I used to think that was a negative. I used to hate the fact that nobody speaks Maltese. I was like, oh, it's useless. What's the point?
Le, I love
But
it.
now I love it because I'm like, oh my god, it's like being part of a secret club, you know? When I go abroad,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I
what's
meet,
it?
when I go abroad and I meet someone Maltese, I'm like, "Illiba ġanne."
U dik li għandek, u għatta per esempio naf ħafna Maltin li meta jisifru jibdaw joffendu nis bla doċ. Għax jaffu li mux ħajrispondu għom. Imma dik immaġna, toffendi xaħat. U f'daqqa waħda, just jgħidlek, għaw, xaħat li liba. Taf kif ta' ħazin. U għet nsemmi di, l-axħar darba sawa il-Friday, Friday kien jew s-sibt, mort s-sajkin, sawa, u xsibt li sħabi waslu, sawa. U kien hemm wieħed, kien hemm tnejn li vera jidru pa sabi. Mort u daw kienu ħsib li laħqu sabu parking u jiena kont li kwarta nfittex. Dor dem, fux kemm għadkom diġà sibtu parking. U ħadd ma kienux
Screaming at random.
Għax minn wara deru eżatti bħal sabi xindaru għat zob. Għamiltu għadek? Assad, sorry, just daqs kemm in blind, bajt għaddej.
Ciao.
Kontent li kontempla biex nerġamu id-dan, għat biex ħakon is-sajkin.
I'd go home. I'd be
Yeah,
like,
what's
guys,
the
let's
check,
go to
so-
a different place. I'm so keen. I'm banned for life now. I can't go back.
Daqs kemm, xisfu, daqs kemm domt biex nsib parking, thank God ma kienu xafu li jien. Daqs kemm domt. N-nesawni, ma ma toffi. U wiskeret għadda, imblajt minn ġofije, għat, illi paxa mid bro. Issek ma, immaġna jkunu deġġati xorbu minn jaf kif, għax inti meta tiċċa ma tasibx. Da jiġu fuq jabdu jituni daqtejn, bro. Għat fox kem għandkom, kienu grupp ta' 10. Kienu ġibun il-liba, ġiviri. Għattim nalla.
How does alcohol affect you?
Lej, I'm a very
Jiddependi
good...
ħafna.
Six?
Jiddependi ħafna.
Vera.
Iwa.
I take alcohol meta kun in a good mood. So I never take alcohol meta ma kollix update. Allura dejjem it affected me. Great.
Same. It heightens whatever mood I'm in. So if I have to be in a good mood.
Insomma, jena s-sotu meta nixrob dejjem I end up being happy. Għax xismu. I just don't give a shit about what people think or what I do. Nibda namra affarijiet li s-sotu ma namromx. Allora, dejjem kind of nispiċa kombat ħalli but eventually jibda jizen naqra. Imma il-mod kif nixrob, it's random as fuck, eh?
Vera.
Iwa, jew nixrob bil-mod u nista nixrob ħafna u nibqa in kontrol ta' xin nagħmel. Inkella just jiġu ġranet fej nixrob kollox f'daqqa u I have no idea what the fuck happened. Eżempju darba
I've never
minnu.
blacked out from drinking.
I never black.
Le, I blacked out.
Iva darba. I should tell
I
the
blacked
story.
I've passed out, but I've never like been awake and not remembered.
I have passed out and I have blacked out.
Għandi storja sawa, meta mort Izrael, ma nafxek ma t-tix, lilkom ma
I
li
don't
katlik ta'
know.
Izrael.
Ma nafx.
Mela basically, sawa il-World Championship ta' taking kien għeddi. Sawa jiġu pajizi minn kull imkien minn South America,
You're watching or playing?
playing.
Still?
Oh, imsabma, bat, tipo, kena ġimma siħa l-Izrael, sawa. Fil-raba ġurnata, tipo, competitions wafqu, u bat Friday kena il-ceremony ta' biex tipo to end things off. U l-ħamis fil-axija kena open bar pool party. Għat bieċina, għat nixrob. Dan daqskem ħassejtu jiswetituni ilma, kelli nixxi minn ximkien ieħor tipo vodka u nieħdu shots. U mort fuq il-sieħbi li I just made friends with ta' minn Nigeria. Għalli bro, ma nafx kif qed tixrob, għatlu jina da tiħodni, għatlu bro, jina mor saqsi jomek mux qed jitfaw l-alkohol fil-drinks. Anyways, da qed nixrob. Actually mor saqsejtom veru, bdaw jitfaw il-da, ma daqs kien hello għaxu ma jisom punches u għek bdaw jgħatu. Spiċajna namlu shots ma nista Dota, ma nista ta' FIFA, ma nista ta' League.
Sajtrek zaħir, naħseb il-Maltin għannu tolleranza kbira għal-alkohol. Fej pajizi oħra.
Anyways,
Especially, you know why? And because when Maltese people see open bars, they turn to fucking animals. Not gonna lie. As someone who used to work as a barman for weddings,
Imma kapaċi nixorbu.
I've never seen people
Le,
so fucking thirsty in my life.
Aħna majjel.
Kompli somma.
Us included. When I see an open bar, I'm like,
Le, I'm not saying li jien ma namilix.
Eżempju hemm bar minnhom qatt ma nerġa' mmur għandu għax meta minna open bar tafhmu. Meta minna open bar xrobna u xrobna. Lalla xrobna u ħriġna minn hemmhekk iktar dritti milli tħanna.
Like imma bro, taf kemm like on god xrobna, like
tazzi bla doġ do ġejjin minn.
25 tazza.
Għazdew laħqu ma, like kellhom morru ġibu iktar dritt mill-isfel.
as in they were that bad, you're saying, or
No,
you
no,
were so drunk?
just probably bdew jifqawhom b'xismu.
Le, ma mhux hekk, naħseb għax huma bdew jtuna ħafna ikel. Sowa, l-ammont ta' ikel ratio ta' kemm suppost biex dan nasab bdejna niklu ħafna.
Ħadd ma sar ħadd.
Anyway,
Li ġara sawa, jiena spiċċajt għat mela ħammur nixxi ma sebi da minn Belgium ukoll jixrob ħafna, ma da Spanjol ma anyways jixrob ħafna. U spiċċajna biex xajna żewġ bottles vodka ta' Belvedere u bdejna
Karim, hey.
Għax da mid-dera kien għadu ġittila tu rabax xi 1000 euro ġifiri da. Ġifiri.
What place did you come?
I came 13th. From
That's not
the
bad,
world.
actually.
From the
yeah,
world.
that's not
That's
bad.
baby.
It's not bad.
Insomma.
Joint 13th with 4 people would be?
Yeah.
Wow.
Not bad.
That's not bad at all.
U insomma xajnijom, xobnijom, u bat spiċa s-sija dal-boat party. U jett minn ta' Thailand għal guys, ħansibu post biex nkomplu għaddej il-party, U morna jismu ma nsieqat il-bar, mux il-bar, sorry, il-club kien jismu The Beatles. Imma kien jidoq il-techno. U morna mekket neħdu buzz u konna ħanabdu nitilqu il-da. U bad tiġi l-owner tal-organization kolla li ġi mill-Amerika biex tipo għal entkom tal-data tekke, no? Għaddi l-ujja għal ejja maħna. U lilna, għabbaċ ċanna 3 flix kem vodka u waħdu, mind you jien kontak fl-istatin meta nixrob u nkun kważi ħara mejjet, nibda nixil ħattijħor ebla d-doċ. Mind you jina xajt 12 shots ġewni 60 euro. 12 shots, U daċa laqwa vodka, 3 bottles. U ġastana jek. Bla d-doċ, da kellu flus. Anyways, jien speċajt nixrob.
Yeah, St Julians.
U għatma kellek blackout inti.
Wasalna għal blackout da. Dillu wahda sawa. Wasalna għal blackout u jgħatek. Waħda we ended the club tipo spiċajna mek bdejna natu xos l-bartenders kemma kienat fadalna. Spiċajt ħallat il-vodka fil-botil tal-vodka bdejt ħallat il-Red Bull biex nixorbu iktar malaj. Xrobtu, tipo dakinhar xrobt flix kun vodka wahdi. Ek mux iktar. Eżin flix kun vodka wahdi waqt li jgħatem ġew fil-bar. Għasib għara kem xrobt aktar qabel.
And he's still drunk today.
U bat, tipo daw, mind you ma konniex nafu fejn edin, u bat wara l-ewwel sija ma konniex nafu fejn jedda tal-President. Kienu ħarġu barra, għamlu xi nofsija jagħtu fuq il-punching bag. Tal-data li titfgħu joħroġ.
Where you get like the points.
U għalluna istednuna biex id-dam marru. U bat li tipo l-bodyguard ta' dal-President mar biex jagħti ma jġibx l-iktar wieħed baxxa, bro. Ma jġibx l-iktar wieħed baxxa.
To be fair, I feel like those games are kind of rigged. So
Tough game dejt noxa bidda. Imma mnalla kien ħatti għabda u beda jitħaq il-President għax kiku nalla xabu bnaddu.
If you were the only one laughing, you're getting your ass fucking kicked.
Anyways, u bat, Pers li konna veċin, tipo konna 10 minutes il-bot, imxejni għallura għal da. U di taf kif kontis niserpe, intu left to right biex nasal għal-hotel. Wasalna, ma nafx ġara. Nqum, nar il-rimettar kullimkien. Ir-qat taf kif ir-qat jena mal-art u r-rimettar la ġempa. Omt għadda xizzob qed jiġri. Xizzob, għawiex nibdejna namel Cluedo. Il-logo, dejna kunna fejn xed jiġri.
Cluedo.
Jo, għana, Cluedo, sorry.
Cluedo.
Dik bit-taljanek tejda.
Vera?
Ija.
I guess it makes sense.
U batat, fejn il-mobile? Għatti, zob. Ma nafx fejnu. Mort lejn reception u għat. Oh my god. Ħallejtu fil-boat party, mux boat party, fil-pool party. Il-fina mit-3 u nofs. Fil-klab minnar mobile. Ek kien
That's kind of cool, actually. Well done. For not going on your phone.
Ek xaħat kien jaqbadni konta f'qataran l-Israel ma konx tiġi l-ura.
You got your phone?
Iva mela le, I got it. Imma għamil 3 u nofs fil-bar minnar il-mobile tiegħi u ma konx naf li ma kellix il-mobile.
That's crazy.
Jina, anka meta nkun.
Anyways, that's my blackout story.
Meta nkun ħaramejiet dejjem. Kull
And I bet you don't have a better one, bro.
Ek.
No, I've got a gross story because you said that you woke up with vomit next to you. I can say this and we can start wrapping up.
Botajt li tijak u għax naf li kotet ċaġa.
Le, jien li kontet najt ġismu li l-axħar wahda li xrob ta' vera meta morna bar. Insomma, intom mortu bar. Meta tfajt il-salzet fil-takila inti. Marru bar. U jena kien għal konċol, jena ħafna midrabi kon ikun xol tard. U ma il-taqaw xid-disa u l-bar kien jala xis-sjata fil-ħodu xaġek. U jena mort emmek xi 11 u nofs. Għettilom, daw kullħat jitħaw, jitkelmu u jxorba. It's like, kem xrobtu? Daw għalu, nasabetin fuq 16 drink kek xaġek.
Le, jien konta nixrob kull darba li ġibu, u dajn nġib tipo l-istess drink taħħom plus 2 tequila xas. I was on demon time.
Mid-disa sa' xinu għatat, jen għenu kollu jxorbu, like. Għettilom, kem xrobtu? Għalu li, ekku xrob, na. Għettilom marra, għettilom, ħan laħħaq maqom jena. Għallu ħan laħħaq maqom. Iġibu xottuma, nġib 4 jena, biex nlaħħaq dak dit lift. Like, u xrobtom, laħħaqt maħħom. Ma milx kwarta, u għal-estinti xrob. Ħriġna barra, għaxħala
It's like a
il-bar.
SpongeBob 15 minutes
Għala
later.
il-bar, ħriġna barra. Għamilt xie 4 minuti nixxenglu l-għawalem. Xaħat, ma nafx minn kien, ħarġ bil-dija li nħedu sigaret, kellu paket sigaretti, ħarġ sigaretti. Naħseb il-fajla kienet.
Just in even.
ħarġet il-sigaretti, ħat wieħed, ħat nifs, mal-ewwel nifs, light. Light, light ħad xit minn darbit dak il-lejl.
Jesus Christ.
Within a span of 20 minutes, light xit minn darbit.
Jesus.
Naħseb dik kienet waħda mill-lar, dik u ta' għawdex ta' xi 6 snin ilu. Tlajt għawdex.
We do have fun here,
Tlajt għawdex daw innom, għax il-grupp liħor konna għax miegħu qabel kienu telaw farmhouse, u jma sax nitla maħħom, għax konti jgħed xogħol again. U kienet neħra minn sħabi li kienu xogħol ukoll. Allora għedna fakit, nabdu ġurnata darba, u nitelaw ġurnata waħda. U tlajna, u ġennajna għedna ħanxru l-alkohol għarina, ħalli maħndux minn taħħom, xumma tipu ħalli soħal taħħom, għana ħasu għattana nxobu minn taħna, u daqsek. U ma ntajna maħħom xajna fiex kont tal-litru vodka, u xie mixers, u ma ntajna maħħom għadjabu futbol. Jena ma konx nara futbol dak iż-żmien, ma kellix aptitu. U għad bil-qeda t-trom mux ħana rapjent, t-trom ħana għad drinks u għek.
Sitting down and drinking is the worst.
Meta tqum tajt.
The worst is when you're in a pool. The worst is when you're in a pool. 'Cause if you're in a pool, the water's keeping you up. And then when you try to get out, you're like,
You're not getting
whoa.
U daw ħadu tazza kol wieħed minn dar fiex kont tal-litru vodka qabel ma telqu għall-logħba, u jibqajt hemmhekk narhom jilagħbu hekk. U kull ftit ħin like nieħu tazza. Hemm minnhom ġisieħbi għalli għamilli tazza. All right, għatt il-botil. Vojt il-botil. Għalli vojt il-botil. Għalli ġivir vojt il-botil. Għallu d-dom ħaddu kol. Għalli aħna ħadna tazza kol wieħed. Konna t-tana t-lieta, jiena d oħra. Aħna ħadna tazza kol wieħed. Għalli ġġord il-vodka kollu.
Jesus, cool.
U dik hija l-aħħar ħaġa niftakar. Dak kien xi 10 ta' filgħodu. Next ħaġa niftakar hija Mixin fil-pjazza tar-Rabat u ġast ngħidilhom għandi bżonn toilet, ma nafx xara. Wara mek.
Marti tajlu ta'
I need toilet right now.
Ma niftakarx imur toilet, niftakar ngħidilhom għandi bżonn
Dying
toilet.
to pee.
U niftakar mbagħad fil-seba ta' filgħaxija biex naqbdu vapur lura. Daqshekk. Ġurnata sħiħa m'għandix idea x'ġara. Dawk huma l-iktar tnej li kelli.
Can we wrap up? Actually, I need to pee. But I've got actually a joke I want to finish on. Do you like I finish on jokes? Corey doesn't like it.
It ends on a good note.
Mela, okay.
Għaxa, it's a win-win situation ta' anyway, mux bil-forsi inti ta' mek perżu bxat jagħmel xajta ma tfalli titħaq fuq għax fallit u mek tkun tajba titħaq għax tajba. Allora it's a win-win situation.
So there's
So no pressure, see.
there's a moth, and this moth goes to a doctor, and he tells the doctor, and the doctor says, "What's up, Mr. Moth?" And the moth says, "Doc, I don't know what to do. Okay, I've been married for 30 years, and now when I look at my wife, I just look at her and I think, is this the woman I married? Because I can't see the woman I married. You know, it's been so long, and every night I wake up next to her and next to a stranger. I don't know what to do, Doc. And I've got 2 kids, and they used to be so beautiful, Doc, and now they've just grown up, and I can't see myself in them, but I see the bad stuff. I see the bad side of myself in them, and I don't know what to do, Doc. I don't know what to do about it." And my mum, when I was younger, she used to scream at me anytime I had a question. So now I'm scared. I'm scared to be vulnerable with anyone, Doc. I don't know what to do. And the doctor says, "That's really sad, Mr. Moth, but I don't know what you want me to do. I'm a pediatrician. And why did you come to me?" And the moth goes, "Because the light was on." Thank you. I need to pee.
Emmek jedin laħwa. Rokna podcast, għamlu subscribe, għamlu like, għamlu li tridu, laqwa li t-follow jawna. See you laħwa. Ciao, ciao.